I had to figure out how to take my connectors apart, so I stretched all the pins, and I seem to have fixed my inoperative relay. Sometimes when I wiggle it around, I would lose my speeds. Now I have everything. Let's go. Oh, see it right there? No, maybe not. Damn it. Screwed up, man. It's the bottom purple. Wiggle it around, it cuts out. Ah! We are so screwed. No. We found a relay that had a bad relay. Took all this shit apart. Don't know why I numbered that back in the day, but I did. Oh, looks like I am missing a socket. Shit, I had a long socket here. I'm missing a short socket, so that is another thing. I'm missing tools now. Great. Okay, so missing tools, injured hand. When you get old. Don't get old. I have a bad relay. It's the high-speed relay. This one, I swapped it with that one. I moved it back. I'm trying to find out where it is. So I just put it back together for now. Then it says, I know I have two, at least two, maybe three in my hoard. And sure enough, I do. These are Hella relays, made in USA. There's your number. GM used to sell these in Four Seasons and a bunch of other brands. But they kind of don't anymore. It's a high-quality relay. And then we're going to put that in the high spot. Because I thought my pins were bad, but it's not. I took apart these connectors over here. I'm just going to pry the whole thing off like this. I took apart these connectors with the relays and tried to tighten the pins. Didn't really do much. Then I had a relay. It's actually hot all the time on a couple of these speeds. So that's interesting. So when you have the connector apart and you touch the two purples together, your climate control will turn on and your blower will run on high without a key. So I thought that was interesting. And then it kept on going. The relay, when I was shaking it around, it would just turn it on like it would stay powered after I turn the key off. So I'm thinking this relay is done because the pins are loose on it. I see a loose pin on it, like it's fried inside. Alright, let me try to get this thing off instead of gabbering. I had it off like so easy before. Stupid Chevy trucks. You see the two purples, you put them together and it would work. Yeah, this relay, I would knock it though. I would go, it wasn't the wiring. I would just go like this with the relay. I would knock it like against the dash and it would work again. It used to stay on, which is kind of strange. It would still stay running on the key off right there. It would go ring, until I knocked it. I went and it turned off. So that's interesting. Let's try to crank it sometimes. Yeah, it keeps going. See, when you crank it, it wouldn't work. And then you would hit it and it would work again. I don't know. Keep that one around. These are hard to find. I'll get to get some from the junkyard or something. Very good though. Hella relays. Lasted this long. Seen the truck's running like shit again. It's like 7 psi. That's another issue we have. Another thing, our brake light switch is fucked up because it's a cheap new switch. Like every new part's garbage these days. And what else? What else is going on? We got a fuel pump today. We still didn't make the video yet. We gotta put it in. And yeah, parts quality. Let's see if we can make any more speeds drop out. So far so good. Pain in the ass. I think that was a bad relay though. I don't know. I'm gonna go test this one. Whatever I do with it. I see now, without looking at diagrams, purple runs right to the freaking motor. That's the main fat one, and that black's the ground. Alright, how many times did I put a motor in this thing? Okay. There's our interior lights. That was burning for 4 hours. Or actually 16 hours. earlier this year. Surprised it didn't start a fire or anything got melted over here, but it didn't. That is a shock. What else we got going? I don't know. I don't know. Track module. We gotta get a couple of those from the junkyard. I don't know what the fuck this connector is over here. I don't know. I don't know. Done with this shit. And I wasn't going to destroy this relay, but I started trying to get it apart. I wound up cracking the case and all that. So I'm looking at it and go, you know what? This relay's not that bad. Look a little closer though. You always gotta look a little closer. Do you see like the black over here in this corner? Not on necessarily on this side, on that side. Do you see the black on it? Sure, I probably could have cleaned it and everything, put it back together, but look at the, see the heat damage? See that? Right there? You see it. You're not blind. You see it right there. Right here, in that corner. So, yeah, this thing was smoked. That's how you check your relays. If you think you have a bad relay, just take it apart. Sometimes you don't bust the case, sometimes you do, but when you see contacts like that, when they're black, yeah, it's on its way out. And you probably could clean it, but the little contact, the little nibble on it is not in the best shape either. So there we go. There's my black hands. You haven't worn gloves all day. We'll save that spring though. That thing's cool. These are really cool relays though. They're hard to find. The Hello relays. They seem to be pretty durable. Shit, the thing's 24 years old. There you go. 960. 3806. 4RD. We're gonna find some more in the junkyard. They're probably all bad too. Have two brand new ones in my stash. Smoked. Interesting. You see the black right there. So that was probably our issue. And I'm dicking around with wires, thinking the wiring's bad. It's not that. You're probably just, every time you mess around with the wires or you knock it around, you're probably just cleaning a little bit of that shit out. Yeah, if you were in like Cuba or something, you could fix this, but as you see, I took it apart and I'm black again on there. Not really much left on that thing. It's pretty pitted. And yeah, that definitely was our issue. There are contacts on the other side. Relay. They go bad. Don't think they don't. Sometimes when you do the test too, with the power and everything, I've done that before. You wire them up, you check, you power them, you check if they're, because they will click. Some of them click, but they're just not flowing power. This one clicks. Again, no power flows until you bang it, or it stays stuck sometimes. So that test doesn't always work. Best thing, if you think it's bad, take it apart, and usually they tell you ugly face. But have a spare one on hand, because when you take it apart, you're probably going to break the case.